Like, you see me standing here. You can't miss me. I'm big. I got big hair. I'm black. You know, I look different as hell. You know I'm standing here. Good morning, community. Today is Tuesday, one of the busiest days of my week, and we are late heading to Prince's school. But I also have to stay at his school for this little meeting with the principal that we're having, so I kind of spruced myself up a little bit, which is why we're late, because I spent like 10 minutes, maybe 15, trying to put on some lashes, only to just rip it off my face and just throw it down on the ground, because I couldn't get it to stick. Like, for whatever reason, my stuff not working. So we just got some eyeliner and some mascara on, girl, which I think looks great, honestly. How you feeling back there, Prince? Good. We walked Mikey early this morning so that I wouldn't have to walk him afterwards, because he started to get real irritated with me when I leave the house and then come back to walk him. He don't like that too much, so we walk him before we leave, which is what I should have been doing anyway. Ooh, child, that sun hit me like a ton of bricks. I had to slow all the way down. Guys, I probably won't be recording inside the school because I don't want to look like the oddball out. I already look like the oddball out because I'm this big black person with big hair and no man. Moving right along. I will catch you guys in a minute to let you guys know how everything went. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm just finishing with this meeting. Again, it was not for the regular population of the school, but it kind of was, but it really was focused on parents with children who have learning disabilities, or what he calls learning differences, because he does not see it as a disability, which I think is super important when you're looking at the type of school that you're attending, or the type of school that your child is attending. How do they handle kids with special needs? So I have to tell you guys a little bit of a story, but I'll wait till I get in the car. Okay, guys, first of all, let me just mention that the coffee shop that sponsored this meeting, this coffee with Mr. Cope, which Mr. Cope is the principal here, is actually called Biddy and Bows. They actually hire special needs adults, I guess, or teenagers to work in their coffee shop, because they realize that oftentimes a lot of kids or adults with disabilities are not employed. So they're trying to kind of break that stigma and and they open different coffee shops and hire kids with differences, or people with differences, so they can have a job, they can be employed. And I just think that is so awesome. So I probably will check this place out sometime really, really soon. But aside from that, guys, what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is the fact that I got an email from Prince's school teacher yesterday that says that he's been doing great. She's been seeing a lot of growth in him, and that he's been pulled out of class and doing like one-on-one work and group sessions with his reading and writing. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, because I know that in the regular school system, the public school system, which is what I did not want my son to experience, getting pulled out means you're getting ready to get this label, and you're getting ready to have an IP plan, and you're getting ready to have all these stigmas attached to your child. And I immediately felt so horrible, and I'm just like, why did nobody tell me this? Like, is he behind? Does he have any issues? Like, is there something that I missed? Like, and I emailed her back with these concerns, like, because I do not want this to happen to yet another one of my kids. And the first time it happened to TJ. Now, luckily TJ's in college now, but he struggles really, really badly with like social anxieties, as well as reading and writing. And that's just something that he's always struggled with. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Like, my brain is programmed to think, oh my God, something's wrong with my son. But throughout this entire meeting, or this entire like conversation that we were having with the principal about learning differences, he kept insinuating how they bring all the kids out for special support, like one-on-one support and things like that, so that no one feels like left out. But it's kind of like trickery. It's kind of like, okay, so you pulling out the good kids I'm not going to even say good kids. There's no such thing as a good kid and a bad kid, right? You're pulling out the kids that don't necessarily need help in this area, and the kids that do need help in this area, so that the kids who do need help in this area don't feel like they're like the odd person out, or that something is wrong with them, or that they can't do something that's the other kid is like super great at. So I really like that concept, but I also feel like it's a little bit of trickery, and it's like kind of make the kid who does excel in this area feels like, why am I here? Like, you're wasting my time. So I don't know. I want to know more about how they operate, but I really appreciate the fact that they understand that concern. And I was feeling so bad about the email that I got yesterday afternoon, and then I come to this meeting, which is not even about what I thought it was going to be about. I thought it was just going to be about getting to know the principal, drinking some coffee, little chit chat. There's a whole presentation about learning differences, and I'm just like, okay, so it's exactly what I needed. And I prayed to God last night because I was so upset that my son could possibly be like on the spectrum, or all these things that we fear when it comes to learning differences, and how America treats people who learn differently. And I just thank God for reassuring me that I chose the right school, because he was talking about how over the next couple of years he planned to like kind of reinvent how the like learning spaces inside the school, so that like when they're getting called out, they're not going to an office or room. It's just like they're out in the hallway, and it's just fun little spaces and tables with like nice little cushions, and making it look really awesome and inviting and comfortable for that child to want to learn more. Like, it's creating a awesome learning environment, and I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that from top to bottom. I absolutely love that. And he said he studied in Amsterdam. He had a chance to go to Amsterdam this summer, and that is some of the things that he learned in Amsterdam, where they were turning these classrooms and these hallways into little learning. They were turning these hallways and classroom into little learning spots, like just little hubs, around the school, to where you don't have to go to like a certain area in the library or a certain person's office, or you go to the back of some like whole area so there's no interruptions and it's quiet. So I feel like so relieved about this. And I also got a chance to meet this girl named Kristen, who just moved here to this area, and I think she doesn't really have friends. And I was telling her about my sister who does ABA work, and how she works with kids, and she even goes in overtime on the weekends and keeps them so that the parents can have a break or a date night and things like that. How my sister is just super talented working with special needs kids or kids who learn differently, and she literally gets them to the point where they're getting off of the help that's needed. Like, she likes to take on the hardest cases so that she can turn things around, and they don't be labeled like something's wrong with them. So I feel like I chose the right spot. I met this great person. But I also felt a little awkward because when I first came in, of course, me and Prince was a little bit late. I should not say of course. This should not be the norm. The norm should not be being late, but it definitely is for me. And I just be like, okay, I knew I was going to have to stay at the school for the meeting and everything too. So I walked him in, and they acknowledged me. And everything, said hello. And we were getting ready to, what is it called? Oh, we have to like sign, get the little late slip, right? And we were getting ready to do that. And then a bunch of like Asian kids come in, like a family of Asian kids, and they started just taking their names ahead of us. And we were just standing there like, okay. And then he started to take another, and he started to take another. And I was just like, Prince Ojo, kindergarten. Like, you see me standing here. You can't miss me. I'm big. I got big hair. I'm black. I look different as hell. You know I'm standing here. So that really pissed me off. And then when I got into the cafeteria where they had the coffee, it was just like, no one would come to the coffee table until I completely walked away from the coffee table. Right? So there was like the coffee, they had the creamers and the sugar and stuff set up, and they also had some muffins and some napkins and cups and stuff, just like a display of coffee. I think I showed you guys a little clip of it. And so I walked in, I'm the first one inside the room. So of course I straight to get my coffee because I need my coffee. And then everybody just kind of stood back, and I had the whole table to myself. And it wasn't until I walked away from the table that I feel like everybody kind of gathered around the table to get their coffee. And I'm just like, what is this? Are people scared of me? Am I intimidating? Or is this racism? Like, what is this? Like, do they just not want to be offensive? Like, I am a super friendly person, but I feel like people don't know what to say to me. Like, sometimes, like, when I came into the open house thing, like, people are like, hi, welcome. Are you thinking about joining the PTO and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I really want to join. She was like, well, that's great. She's like, or you can just think about it, you don't have to make any decisions right now. I was like, okay, so do you want me to join, or are you trying to deter me from joining because you don't want to see my face? Because you definitely get ready to see my face, honey. You definitely get ready to see my face a whole lot. So certain things like that is like, I don't know if I chose the right spot. But then certain things, like on the flip side, like how they treat their kids and how Prince is learning and how Prince is like, really excited about different things about school. I like that part. You feel where I'm going with that? So anyway, girl, let me get out this car because I am late. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to get inside and go to work. Whoa. I got a piece of that. I will talk to you guys later. This may just be the end of the vlog. So if it is, let me just go ahead and say thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And be well. I'll see you next time.